Somebody wants to know, are we being punked because it's April Fool's Day?
Online. YouTube events. Let's see if YouTube goes online.
Yes, YouTube's on, but it's not this one. Oh, it is this one.
Yeah, YouTube online.
Yeah, we're the.
Did you accidentally schedule it for 6?
I don't know
punked
what.
because it's April Fool's
What?
Day.
Online.
Hold on,
Why am I hearing myself talking?
that was me. Sorry.
Oh, well, I still hear myself
Yes,
talking.
YouTube's on, but it's not. No, I'm muted. It is this one.
Go to YouTube online.
Yeah.
Is that me? Is that my? Oh, it's mine. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I'm so discombobulated right now. My head's spinning. I've got the Rona.
No, you don't.
Oh
That's
my
not
God.
funny.
I know. I'm sorry.
April Fools.
I think maybe YouTube is April Fool's.
Yeah, I think YouTube's messing with us.
Let me see which one is on.
I'm assuming YouTube's working. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
YouTube,
it was on a
YouTube's
second
on.
ago. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I just had to push. I had to push the big green button because I didn't know if things were going to work. I had no idea.
I don't know what's going on. People are saying it was scheduled for 1:40 in the afternoon.
That's so weird.
It was scheduled for 30 minutes ago.
I'm so confused.
Well, I don't know. We're on.
Apparently we're live, so there we go.
All right. I need to call in.
Yeah, I needed to call in, and then I could get.
Let me do this really quickly.
Oh my goodness!
April Fools,
Sorry,
man.
Kid. It's been a day, man. Okay. Well, I hope you all are feeling. I closed the shop door. I'm ready to call in. Good job, Wesley. Give us a call. Anybody got some good stories of what you found bad in a cache? Give us a call, 808-468-7924 when the show starts. We'd love to hear your good stories because we've got stories, but I want to hear your stories. So you give us a call. Browntown didn't change your name from Saturday.
Oh, I can do that.
YouTube's messing with me. It's trying to gaslight me like Trump. Sorry, I got political there for a second. Sorry, Chad.
I was hoping I would wake up today and someone would tell me April Fool's the coronavirus was a fake.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. No, Facebook is working too. Ah, good to know. Thanks. See my shell. See my shell. Are you all set, Jess? Caller already in the queue. Look at that.
So what'd you do, Wes?
What?
So in the chat room, Wes said he played a good joke today, pissed off a ton of people.
Oh, that's always nice to piss off a ton of people. Hey guys, just in case you're curious, guys, we got a little extra for you tonight. Chad, I don't even know. We're going bonus patron show later tonight after the show ends. We're going straight bonus show. This hat is my kids, the team I coached last year, the Coyotes, the Buffalo Grove Coyotes, the travel team that Shane was on. This is the hat. We're going bonus show tonight. We got an interesting email, Chad, about whether or not geocaching should be canceled because of the coronavirus and their take on it. It was a pretty good email. And so we're going to go over it tonight for patrons. So if you want to get in on that conversation, guys, phone lines will be open as well. Post-show patron show. So if you're not a patron, patreon.com/the geocaching podcast, you still got time to join in that conversation. It's going to be an interesting one. Gotta love the bonus patron shows. So that's the show tonight, by the way, guys.
We already have a call in the queue.
I know. That's why I already told you. I'm like, there's already a call in the queue there.
I didn't hear you. I was off fixing my name.
Fixing your name?
Yeah, I fixed shorty nits.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's do this, Chad. You
All
ready
right,
to go live here?
I'm ready.
Anybody's here is going to be here. They're not live. Well, I'm going to wait till 8:30 before I. All right. Let's push. Hit record. There we go. Make sure the sound's up. The sound is up. All right, Chad, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means it's once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have Shorty Nits manning the phones, and she's already on the phones. And please welcome to my virtual left. See what happens when I go. My co-host, Jazz 427.
Howdy, y'all. Have you ever found something naughty in the cache?
Naughty in the cache. Hey now. There we go. Sorry. There we go. That's right, Chad. Tonight's episode 609, recorded live on April 1st. And this is not a joke, kids. 2020. And that is Geocaching Deadly Sins, Insufficient / Inappropriate Swag, Chad. Phone lines are open, kids. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. Tell us about your the worst thing you found in a cache. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. Put Chad first. First, Chad, we got to talk about Patreon.
Oh yeah, I
So,
think I know a few of these.
Do you? So, guys, it costs a lot of money to make the show run. It costs even more money now because we are double dipping with Saturday nights, and so anything you can would be fantastic. We'd appreciate your help so much. Chad, we got some new. We asked, people responded. Cobalt Chieftain, Chad, is that right? Am I saying that right? I mess it up every time. The guy is my
Chieftain.
number one favorite person in the world, and I mess his name up every time. What is it, Chad? Oh, you're
Not Tane, 10.
How come whenever
Chieftain.
the show starts, Chad, you go silent? How does that happen? You go silent right when the show starts.
Am I going silent? Can you hear?
You're going silent. Yes. Cobalt Chieftain, he upped his monthly pledge again for like the third time. He's upped his monthly pledge. He's gone far and above what the top tier is, and we appreciate him so much. A man who knows what he's getting when he gets his show every week, even twice a week now. Just B also upped his monthly pledge. We appreciate him so much. Thank you, Just B. Memphis Mafia, a new one, Chad. Memphis Mafia out of Loveland, Colorado, joins the Patreon crew. Knuckles up to the bar and drops some cash. Wants to see what's on the other side. Wants to enjoy what's on the other side, Chad. Good old Memphis
Thank you very
Mafia.
much, Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse. And Joyful Nomad out of Ileton. Is it Ilston or Ileton, Chad?
I don't know. So they're my friend.
Ileton, California. Joyful Nomad snuckled up to the bar. We thank you so much for dropping some cash, some coin into the virtual tip jar and saying thank you to you guys. Enjoy what's on the other side. Enjoy the inner circle. We appreciate it so much. What are you saying?
I appreciate it. I'll be next time I see you. One of you know I always give you a hug.
You get a Chad. I don't get a Chad hug. You guys get a Chad hug?
Oh yeah.
So that being said, guys,
it might not be the next time I see you because of social distancing, but soon enough I'll be giving you a hug.
You give me the elbow drop, pop. Give me one of those. Although just a wave. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
So guys, thanks to all our new subscribers. We really appreciate it. Really helps the show. Believe it or not, the show costs a lot of money to make work, and we appreciate it. Guys, you want to help out again? I said it before. I'm going to say it right now. Tonight after the show, there is a patron-only post show about an email we received. It's a pretty good email. It's worth discussing and have a conversation about. It's about whether or not geocaching should stop during the pandemic and during the coronavirus. It's an interesting email. I think it's worth a conversation between all of us, including the patrons. Phone lines will remain open, so if you want to give us a call during that, you can. So that's for after the show, though, patron only. So if you are not a patron, you want to hear this conversation, you can become a patron during this show, and you will automatically, boom, you're going to get the email to tell you where to watch the patron show, that patron after show. Meanwhile, you can also you can give us a one-time payment as well. Say, hey, you know what? I don't want to commit to a monthly thing, but I want to help you guys out. You can go to paypal.me/thegeocaching podcast and give us anything you like. Give us $5, give us $10, give us $200. Give us $1. We don't care. Doesn't matter. We appreciate it. We'll take it. It goes right towards the bills. I promise you guys. Me and Jesse ain't buying beer with it. I promise you. It's paying the bills. So yeah, so anything you guys can would be awesome. Patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of geocaching experience, just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Okay, if anybody wants to get Chad a better internet cable provider or maybe a T1 line, if you up your if we get like 150 pledges, I promise I will pay for Chad's T1 line. So,
was I crackling up? My data is supposed to be faster than a T1 line. So
well, I think everybody in the chat room
you're talking old timey tech here with T1 line.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products. You know what's going to happen, Chad? Is that Ian's
you're going to skip log work. That's what. Skip log work. That's what's going to happen. Okay.
Log work? Oh my God, that's right. Yeah. All right. Ian's going to call up and he's going to complain about you being sidelined. And it's also sponsored by Logwork. Thank you, Chad. Logwork, the creators of the fantastic logbook made with genuine Write in the Rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cache than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com, logwerk.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hands-on tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tells, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. There you go, Chad. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Me Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, then you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And finally, by pattags.com. For all your swag and pat tag needs, visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log your tags, or to purchase your own personalized pat tags. With over 39,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And as always, Chad, you can find our links of all our sponsors on our website. Oh, where, Chad?
Or in our show notes.
In our show notes. Thank you, Chad. Hey, Chad, don't forget this Saturday night. We've got the Saturday Night Antisocial Club, Chad. It's going to be on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, 8 p.m. Chicago time. It's going to be on, going live. Saturday night, I just double-checked. My buddy Steve's going to be on the show. Steve lives out in Hollywood, lives out in Los Angeles, and he's the showrunner for a little show you might have heard of called NCIS. He runs that show. And he's going to tell us all about how Hollywood is reacting to all this and what's going on in La La Land, because he lives out in La La Land. I don't. So he's my oldest friend. We've been friends since we've been 8 years old. And so we can get a little inside scoop on Hollywood and how he had to, he basically shut down CBS. It's a good story. So talk to him Saturday night. So it'll be fun to talk to him. And we also, again, one more time, aside from Patreon, one-time payment to us, paypal.me. That's PAYPAL.me/the Geocaching Podcast. If you'd like to make a one-time payment to us rather than do Patreon.
Fun fact about NCIS: It's the second longest running scripted
It is.
evening show that is not an animated series
Yes.
on TV right
A
now.
la The Simpsons.
Right. It's not the Simpsons,
17 years ago. Yeah. It's
Law and Order is the only one that's got them beat as far
so
as
he's a showrunner. He runs the show. He was the head writer for years, and I think 2 years ago he became the showrunner and number one show in America for years and years and years.
yeah.
So,
And I've watched every episode
do you really?
and of the spinoffs.
Oh, you're a fanboy, so you're gonna like talking to Steve.
Oh yeah.
And you've never heard my name on that show? He's used my name on that show before.
You know, I'm sure he has, and it's just probably just went straight over my
I
head.
was literally, I got so many texts when that show was on. Like, dude, you're a corpse on NCIS. Did you know? I'm like, yeah, Steve Wright. Yeah, I know. So that's coming Saturday. So we got email, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
We got the email. Hold on, I gotta find it.
I got mail! Yay! I got mail! Yay!
So I think we read this last week, but no, we talked about it. We got an email from On a Boat from Ian. Adventure Labs new deadline August 31st. August 31st? August 31st, 2020. Oh, Jesse almost just spit out her water. With my August 31st. In response to COVID-19, the Geocaching HQ is extending the deadline to August 31st, 2020 for all Adventure Labs to go public. HQ will monitor changes over the next few months to see if further adjustments are needed. There is no need to write in a request for an extension. And that's good because I wasn't going to get mine done by... when was ours due, Jess? End of May? Is that when ours were due?
I think May 1st was.
Yeah.
I think May 1st.
And
Yeah, there was no way we were going to
wasn't
get
gonna
those
happen.
done.
Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. So we appreciate that very much because I ain't getting out to Wrigley anytime soon. And the virtual awards, Chad, I don't even know if people had a virtual awards still. Virtual Awards 2.0 new deadline is December 31st, 2020. In response to COVID-19, Geocaching HQ has extended the deadline for all unpublished Virtual Award 2.0 caches to be submitted for publication to December 31st, 2020. So we appreciate that very much. We also got an email from the cashier, Josh Feinstuff, tonight, the other day, and it's about halting our cache hunts and his reasons why we should hunt them. We should halt them, rather. And again, I'm not going to read it tonight. I'm going to read it post-show on the patron-only show because I think it's an interesting topic and it's something for our patrons because we have to do stuff for our patrons. So we're going to have a patron-only post-show tonight to discuss this topic of whether or not we should shut down geocaching once this happens. I don't know. Hey, do we have Memphis Mafia in the chat room, by the way? Is he in there? Anybody know?
I thought I saw him earlier.
Is he in there? I don't know if he's in there or not. Memphis, you're in the chat room. Let us know real quick. Give me a help. Memphis, if you're in the chat room, give us a call. 808-468-7924. I'm curious what's going on with Mingo Madness. If you can give us a call, we'd appreciate it. 808-468-7924. Memphis Mafia. Give us a call about Mingo Madness. Because I know you guys are a part of it. So meanwhile, let's get with the show, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about insufficient, inappropriate swag, Chad.
Not insufficient, inappropriate, yeah.
Yes. So it's the geocaching deadly sins, an old topic that I think Andy created back in the day that we like to keep alive. So inappropriate swag, insufficient swag. There is really nothing worse, Chad, than you truck out to an ammo can and that sucker's empty. Is there anything worse than that? You're okay with it.
I'm not a swag hunter. I'm not a
swag hunter either. But
well, as long as it's got a logbook in it, I'm okay with it. But I have taken kids out. You know, I was a Cub Scout dad back in the day, and stuff. And I mean, when little kids you're taking them out there and they're enjoying it and stuff, and you go out to one in the woods and you don't have swag, and it's like, yeah, this isn't keeping the fun level up for the kiddos.
And so, I mean, it's literally depressing, you know, that when you see something like that, you know. But as they always say, you know, one man's treasure is another man's junk, you know. That's an old saying in caching. What you may hate, somebody else may love. So, that being said, it is forbidden to leave food in caches, Chad.
Oh yeah.
Now Jesse has actually found that. Jesse, why don't you tell a story about what is this? I'm chopped liver. Memphis got the call out.
Yeah, Ryan's in the chat room.
Oh, is he? Ryan, yeah, I know. I didn't know you were in the chat room. Dude, give us a call. 808-468-7924. Why don't you give us a call? Let us know what's going on with Mingo Madness. I didn't see it, dude. I thought I saw Memphis. I didn't know if he was still in it.
Yeah, Memphis had one post earlier, so
Yeah, call me out. Tell me to get my act together. Yeah, sorry about that, dude. Somebody call. I'm curious. Jesse, tell the story. What happened?
All right, well, hold on here. Let me share my screen because I actually have a photo of this. Let's see. I want to share. Sorry, that one, I think.
Unprepared.
Whoops, wrong one. That
No,
one.
that's a good one, though.
Yeah, but hold on.
Look at
That's
that.
the wrong one. Oh, I'm so sorry. Share screen. Chrome.
Should I take a call while you're waiting there?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
All right, I'll pull a call in. Hello, we've got Texas on the line. We got Carrot Color. Hello, sir.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, how you doing?
howdy.
What's going on? I'm good.
You know what? Living the dream, kid. That's what's going
Tiger
on.
King or what?
We have watched the Tiger King. Yes, we have. It's fantastic. Yes, we talked about Saturday night. Where were you?
It's too good.
Where were you Saturday night? We were watching it.
What's up?
Where were you Saturday night? We were watching it.
I had to binge it Sunday.
What'd you say, Chad? Chad, did you binge it?
I binged it on Sunday.
What'd you think of it, Chad?
When you thought it couldn't get any more insane, it just went to another level. It kept going another level, another level.
It's just one of those shows, man. One of those shows. Sorry. All right. So, what's going on? Tell me. Talk to me. What did you find?
Okay. Man, I got to tell you about swag.
Swag. Tell me about swag.
We moved to Texas about a year and a half ago or whatever, as you know. And twice since living here, going down to Austin, I'll open up a cache and find a sack of weed inside.
A sack?
Oh, wow.
Wait, a sack of weed or
Why
like
would
a
anyone
joint?
leave this here? It costs money. You know?
Like a dime bag or like a nickel bag? What are we talking
yeah, like a dime bag.
Really?
But I'm just like, it's crazy that somebody would leave this here.
Wow. Did you
And
take
it
it?
wasn't like a one time. It happened to me twice now.
Did you take it?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Don't lie. It's okay.
I get
don't
drug
judge you.
tested very regularly in the Army.
Oh, you can't smoke weed.
I just have to leave it for another day.
They haven't weed's still not okay in the Army. You still can't smoke weed in the Army? Really?
No,
You can't
They
get
will
caught.
kick you out immediately.
Really? For weed? It's legal now in so many places.
But it's not by the federal government.
Not federally. And we are the federal government.
Exactly.
Okay. Weed, huh? That's a good one, dude. Weed. Nice. Twice.
Yep.
Well, remember, hey, wasn't it Texas where we caught those kids smoking weed? Going to a cache?
Well, yeah, man. This is Austin. Everybody smokes weed here.
Everybody apparently but you.
Oh, I found a water bong.
Here, they don't like it, I guess.
Found a water bong within feet of a cache in Houston. So
Yeah, we were in Austin and we're walking to a cache and there's 15-year-old kids and their little 8-year-old brothers smoking dope. I'm like, oh, come on, man. My parent and me got so pissed. Just because.
And if you recall, I walked up to those kids and I said, "Hey, you guys holding or what?"
Yes. Weed, always a good one, sir. Weed. Yeah, they inhaled all right. Yes, they did, Preston.
Yeah.
They inhaled. It smelled like skunk. It was.
They
good
were
weed.
definitely not pretending.
yeah, Preston says that's what you call stashing a cache.
That's the stash in the cash. Yes, sir. It sure is. All right, Carrot. Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you for the weed story.
All right, guys.
Talk to you soon, man.
Have fun.
All right, so we've got Memphis and Ryan in there, so we're bringing both, and we're bringing in. What's up, Memphis? How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. I'm surviving, and I was laughing because y'all were talking about weed. They just hand that out here like candy. So that's not cashier.
That's like Halloween.
We're still adjusting to
Yeah.
that here in
Colorado,
Illinois.
it just, like falls out of the sky here.
All right, let me bring Ryan in too as well. Apparently, Ryan's needs to come in. Ryan, hello, sir. Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
Okay. All right. So both of you are a part of Mingo, correct?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. So talk to me. Tell me what's the story of what's going on.
Well, I guess I'll start. So, of course, we all know with the corona stuff, and
over the weekend when the president said that we're going to be pretty much continuing things until April 30th. Definitely put a lot of things in gear.
I bet, yes.
So we did officially make the announcement today. We've been talking about it. We are moving Mingo Madness to a date in the future. There's some other things going on, and we can't officially make the date until HQ approves it.
Mm-hmm.
But it will be later in the summer.
Later in the summer, really? Oh, you're gambling on that, huh? All right.
Well, actually, early fall, I guess we could go that far.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say a lot of people are picking October. October's going to be a real busy month.
Or you can wait till next year and say Mingo turns 21.
Oh, there you go, Chad. Look at you.
I was
Mingo's
drinking
legal
beer
to
at Mingo then anyway.
Well done, Chad. Well done.
Well, you know, it's going to be, once this finally clears up and all the events that are being delayed have to try, if they're going to try to get them in by the end of the year, it's going to be megas every other weekend. It's going to be,
That's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
If
going
we
to be
get
insane.
any time, it's
already
going to be packed
every
every
weekend
year.
during the summer.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty much.
I think every mega is going to get hit hard in terms of just lower attendance. You know, just people don't have money for it. You know, it's picking and choosing where you want to go. You know, I think the smaller megas are going to get murdered, unfortunately. You know,
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. And I will probably be calling you back again next week about some other things as well.
Okay.
But with Mingo Madness, the biggest thing with us is the fact that it's only, a month away.
Yeah.
So we already have all the swag on the way.
Yeah.
Every night I'm getting pictures of, hey, this is what this product looks like. And before you know it, it's going to be sitting in my driveway, and we've already cleared out a storage unit to be able to hold all the stuff.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, that stinks. I mean, I've never put together a mega, but I can only imagine the hours and hours and hours that go into it, and just the time and
Yeah.
have it just wiped out.
Well, and that's the biggest thing is we've already forked out all the money for the swag, so there is no canceling this event.
Well,
yeah, shirts and coins and all kinds of stuff are coming anyway.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. Well, with that, so what? Do you have a time when the new date will come out? Is there an ETA on when we'll get the new date?
Actually, I've been on the computer working. There's a couple other side things I have to finish up with HQ to be able to get it. There's a lot of moving parts. So, because we had to continually, because we had a lot of different events going on. We had the maze. So we had to work with the maze team to make sure it was clear for that.
Right.
So we know it's not going to be the end of July because the maze is going to be out Midwest Geobash.
Midwest Geobash,
so you can knock
yeah.
that date out of the way.
Right. Right. Unless they get shut down too.
So we
Yeah,
had to work
it
around all those things. We've already requested for Signal again. Hopefully we get that. And
Yeah.
Oh God.
It was a lot more important this year.
Yeah. Oh God. They have to extend that. They have to extend that. The 1 year thing.
Yeah, they will. They've got to.
Yeah. That'd be crazy not to. It wouldn't be fair. You know. Not.
Right.
Wow.
But it goes back to the how many events are going to be around that time.
Yeah, I mean, October is loaded already. You know, I mean, that's pretty loaded. I can't imagine. That's Oh. October. I mean, and it's in Kansas
And
too,
nobody
so it
wants
gets.
to say anything about it, but 2020, the big HQ celebration, could get postponed as well.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It does. They still have to have it, right? They can't just go, we're not going to have it.
Well, you got to remember.
Right.
You got to remember where the GIF events came from. The GIF events came out of a flaw from the last block party.
Right. Yes, that's right. They did. Yes, the block party got rained out.
It got
right.
rained out.
Yeah, that's right.
They
Correct.
ended up doing the GIF.
That's right. Yes. So maybe something will come out of this. Hopefully, you can only hope. Yeah. Yeah. I can't imagine. I mean, when is the July? Right. Will it be?
Which
For the
The 20th is in August.
Oh, it's in August. Is it late August?
August
second weekend or whatever.
August 17th, I
Yeah,
think.
second, and then the third weekend was Woodstock.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
That's
right.
That's too big for geocaching. They can't just not have it. Even if they have it in the next year, they'll still have it.
Yeah, it's just Yeah, it's unfathomable. Like mainly, I think the problem right now and is that like we're still on the upswing. You know, we haven't hit that peak yet, and so there really is no end in sight, so to speak. You know?
Right.
I mean, it's April 1,
No.
and there's zero end in sight. So I think that's the problem is that nobody knows. I mean, they could speculate a time frame, you know, but we don't know a time frame. You know, will it still be bad in
Well,
August? I hope
Kansas-
not. You know,
Kansas is saying their peak isn't going to be until probably at least the 20th of April. And that was one of the reasons that we sat back and said, yeah, we ain't doing May 3rd.
right. But then you've also got that second wave that they always talk about. You know, that second wave.
Right.
When that should come around August, September. Hopefully not October. You know, because now you're looking at all the other megas that were already rescheduled. And when is the Georgia one?
Not only that, it's got to be clear everywhere, right? Because people have to. It's not just clear in the area where the mega is. It's got to be clear for people to travel there.
Right. I don't want people from New York who are getting bombarded. They fly to Washington, and now they're infecting everybody in Washington. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just like with Mingo. We had people flying in from, I think it was 7 countries.
Oh man.
So, and that's just for Mingo. So HQ is probably at almost every country there is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can only imagine. Luckily, Jessie took insurance out. God bless her heart. She was smart.
Yeah, I've already gotten a couple of messages about people with flights, but I didn't take insurance. Well, I hate to say it, but
yeah,
I can't. We can't make everyone happy.
No, I mean,
Right.
Jessie took flight insurance for Seattle, and she usually doesn't. It was very surprising she did, and it just, I guess, lucked out.
Flying Southwest, so it's you got a 10-day before on Southwest. You can say I can't make the flight, and so good thing flying the cattle herd.
So going caching also now in October has always been in October. But there's other ones. What about so didn't another one get rescheduled to October? I know I think the Australian one got put in October as well. I think that got moved to October.
The Australia one got pushed to October. I was just looking at them all this morning because if you don't know, I'm also hosting part of the hosting committee for CoinFest.
Oh my God, do you have a job? That's your you paid to do
yeah. Yes, I do, and I just found out today that starting Monday, I'll have more free time on my hands.
Oh no! Welcome to the club, kid. Welcome to the club. Me too. I've been out for a while. Yeah.
Not me.
Same thing.
For some reason, they don't want us to build RVs in the middle of this. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. I get it. I feel your pain. Trust me, I'm in the same boat as you. I get it. So, although supposedly we're getting an extra $600 a week, so there's good news. So.
That was one of the things being talked about. I believe it when I see it.
I know. Yeah. But I told Jesse's like, well, that would be nice. I'm like, yeah, that would be really
nice. I won't see any of that.
They're going to have to do something, though.
Take it all back.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
so
they're going to have to do something to bridge the economy. You know, we're stressed about events, but people are worried about checks.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
and that's one of the discussions we've been having with CoinFest is because we are talking about events and free time, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to have people without checks, without paychecks for we don't know how long. People losing jobs. So that's some of the things we're looking at with that is nobody's going to have really extra money to just to toss around.
Right.
A lot of people are
You've got the smaller megas like West Bend, who it's only there. It's the same place every year, and it's in Wisconsin, so you really can't have it in November because Wisconsin in November is miserable.
Yeah.
So it's it's a summer, a mega. So I have not talked to Craig, who runs that. I have no idea what's going on with that, but I don't know what their plan is for that. I can only imagine. I mean, the same thing. I mean, Midwest is the same thing. Midwest Geobash, Ian's in the chat room. They rent out a space. What's it called, Jesse? The space that Midwest rents out?
The fairgrounds, Fulton County Fairgrounds.
Fulton County Fairgrounds. And, like other places also use that. So they have to find a place, they have to find a time to, if they have to, God forbid, find a time to actually fit into that schedule as well. and it's also a big camping one. Well, if it's November in Ohio, I don't want to camp in November in Ohio. You know.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's going to affect Mingo
just
for
like Mingo.
12 months at least.
Yeah.
Because Mingo Madness is a lot of the events we're having with the fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean,
Yeah.
when we're looking at the calendar, you're not just looking at, okay, when can we have a mega? For Thomas County, where we're doing the event, you have to look at all their local events
right.
and then the fair, and they have concerts and stuff at the fairground. So you're like, when can we pick? I've already had people contact and saying, well, don't do it on this date because I have this. Well,
Yeah, and again, same thing. Kansas in November is kind of ugly. I've been there in November.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cold and
Oh,
crappy and windy. Trust me. You don't want to be there.
Oh,
Jesse and I spent 10 minutes at Mingo because we were freezing.
I think that was actually October.
What was it, October? Oh,
Yeah, it was October.
brutal.
Yeah,
It was-
it was
You
cold.
know, 'cause it's
the
Mingo is in
wind
the
never stops blowing.
yeah, it's in the middle
Yeah.
of anyone who's ever been there. It's in the middle of nowhere, literally in the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
Kansas is very flat,
Mhm.
so the wind just wisps against the plane like the song, wisping
Right.
it, like, and it is just cold as hell, and
Yeah.
yeah. So October is, I mean, if you gotta do what you gotta do, but like that's just, ooh. Ugh. Are you guys camping for that too? Is there camping for Mingo?
There is some camping, but we had pretty much every hotel room booked for the event.
I believe
So
it. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. That's tough. Well, good luck, guys. I mean that sincerely because it's going to be a rough year, and so I wish you guys good luck in trying to fit that in.
Thank you.
Again, it's,
and like I said, we'll call you once we get everything settled and all the dust settles. I'll give you a call back and
Absolutely.
we'll be able to talk everything instead of trying to tippy toe around it.
cool. If you know about next week is a cache of coffee, hey, spoiler alert. So yeah, if
There
you
you
know
go.
by next week, give us a call. We'll be happy to talk about it.
I'm hoping to have it all settled by the weekend. So I'll give you a call next Wednesday.
Awesome. Good to talk to you, Memphis. Always a pleasure, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Ryan. All right.
Hmm.
There's a little tip on Mingo. That stinks. That's no fun.
Yeah.
Everybody's just getting diverted, man. It's tough.
All right.
What a time we live in. Pretty amazing, isn't it? I mean, it really, really is. If you think about it, just we're all stuck in our homes.
Oh,
I
God.
was talking to my dad today, my 81-year-old father. Okay, who I actually had to yell at because he was out for dinner like 3 weeks ago. Jesse, he's good, by the way. He's showing us.
Excellent.
So my father, when this first started, I'm like, where are you? He's like, I'm out for dinner for a birthday party. It's packed. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Get home, dude. And so I told him he drove back to Chicago because his heart doctor's like, no, you need to come home because God forbid something happens. You need to be with me.
He was snowbirding in Florida,
Yeah, he
right?
snowboards in Florida. Yeah. And so they made the trek home. They stopped in Tennessee, right? Remember I told you he wanted to he was going to spend overnight in Atlanta. I'm like, you're not going to a big city and getting in a hotel. Go to a tiny town in Tennessee and go get a
Right.
hotel room. And so he did that. So he's home and he's been in his house for 2 weeks, driving his wife crazy. Because Jesse, my father, it's not too hard to do. And he's doing well. He's just bored, and
Oh, yeah.
he's lived through a lot, but he's never lived through anything like this, and so it's pretty amazing just talking to him. And like, he likes to watch MSNBC and yell at the TV all day. That's what he does. Yeah, that's what he does all day. Okay, getting back to on topic. Anybody else find anything gross in your anything inappropriate in a cache? Give us a call, 808-468-7924. Let's talk about it. Cody, if you don't call in, it's a crime because you know what we found in the cache. So Jesse, do you have a picture?
Yes. Let
Okay.
me find that picture again.
Project Serenity, who's still working in
was
this day and age,
this
who
one.
cannot look at this. This was a cache we found, and
This was a cache that we FTF'd.
we FTF this cache. Now, guys, let me explain this to everybody who's working currently, and you cannot see this because you're listening to this like I used to do. And what it is a take home. It's basically a doggy bag,
It's like what Wendy's serves their salads in.
plastic container. This was the geocache with a cover in Chicago, mind you, just FYI. And what's inside it is Welch's Handy Snacks and crackers, and
The Ritz peanut butter crackers.
right, because ants won't love that.
No.
Basically, all the food that any any Trash Panda or Ant would absolutely adore, is in this thing. And what they say, Jesse? They said
Is that a Nerf dart?
I think it's a Nerf dart, yeah, and a tube of something. I can't figure out what that tube is. It's like medicine, like I don't know, some sort of tube, a cream of something. The cache description said something along the lines of, I left some snacks for you, but don't take them all. Leave something for the next one.
Yeah.
And how many finds did this cache hider have?
Not many.
No, not many. Needless to say, we took them all. We took all the food.
Oh yeah, and sent them a nice message, private message.
All right, I'm bringing a call in hot. I know who it is. It's El Rojo 14. Hello, El Rojo.
Hey,
what have you found?
Shit on.
Well, first, what did you do to piss people off today on your April Fool's Day?
Oh, so I said I had a ton of 9mm ammo in stock for some crazy prices. I said this really cheap stuff was $99 a box when it's normally like, I don't know, $10 a box. And I said this other stuff that, should be more expensive was only $5 a box. That should have been your clue that, it was April Fool's joke. And I said I had plenty in stock, which nobody's got any anywhere. So,
ironically, I haven't seen too much stuff online today. Usually there's a crap ton of stuff.
I think the whole world is like one giant April Fool's joke for
today. I did see. Did you see
3-month April Fool's joke?
Geocaching was doing a virtual.
The virtual event.
Virtual events.
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. And that's not a bad idea. I don't know what they're doing. That's pretty good. All right, so El Rojo, what do you got, man? Give me some good.
So my illicit swag all starts with P.
Like
so
as in like urine?
Pot.
Oh, starts with the letter P. Oh, the letter. Oh, like Sesame
Street.
Street.
We're in California, so
kind of like your 3 R's.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know if it's 3 R's. Anyways, pot, porn, and ninja stars.
Okay, if I ever found a ninja star in a cache, I would definitely take that. That's fantastic.
Right?
Porn, like a video cassette porn.
Yeah, LAX Travel Bug Hotel. I forgot to look that up before I called in. I think we might have been heading to Hawaii. And so I got down to the airport in plenty of time to go by this Travel Bug Hotel and swap out the travel bugs. And there was a straight porn DVD in this 30 caliber ammo can.
Did you
and we went ahead and took it.
God bless.
Like,
what'd you trade for it?
But I was thinking, if I had kids and I rolled up and this was in there, that would be interesting. You have to explain that.
You got to
so
trade up, you got to trade up or trade often. So
exactly.
What did you put in there? Is my question.
I actually broke the rules on that one. I just straight took it. So yeah, we got rid of that one. And then I used to teach summer school geocaching class. I got paid to take students geocaching all summer long.
That's like living the dream, kid.
Wow.
Living the dream.
It was not a bad gig, but it was work. Like I put a lot of work into it. I taught them a lot of history, how to do HTML. Like, it was a pretty intense class. I teach summer school PE now. That's much easier. I just run them around everywhere.
Yeah, run, go.
And it's much easier. But we were up in a place called Lake Isabella, and we had stopped to get a cache, and I could smell it before we even found the cache. I'm like, man, it smells like a skunk. And the kids pop open the cache, and there's some weed in there, bag of weed. And so we all got a giggle out of it. I had to take a photo
bag of weed.
And they posted on their social media. It's funny. I had a coworker was like, "Why didn't you just left it there?" I'm like, "Yeah. Like, what am I going to do? Throw it in the school van and drive it back to the back?" So it was pretty fun.
Nice.
And then the Ninja Stars, that was here in a local cache. Interestingly enough, and I'm 99% sure those are illegal in California because most stuff is.
Really?
Yeah.
They were placed in there by local law enforcement.
Really?
That was his cache. Yeah, and so there was Ninja Stars in there. I actually went back to that cache a while back. Speaking of nasty swag, somebody put a gopher snake in the cache in the ammo can.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, I would run like a little girl.
He didn't make it to when I got there, so he was just putrid in there. Like, it was gnarly. The cache did not smell good.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Oof.
But somebody had to put him in there because there's no way to just like snake crawl into an ammo can.
No. Yeah. No. Jesse, how come we're not finding bags of weed? What's going on? We're not looking in the right caches, apparently.
Apparently not. I don't know.
Everybody's finding weed.
So it is a crime for a person to make, import, sell, give, or possess a shuriken or throwing ninja star
In California?
in California.
Really? You
Wow.
can't own throwing stars in California?
I didn't know that.
Or as we used to call them, ninja stars back in junior high when we were in junior high. Yeah, I had a bunch of those. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah. All right, El Rojo, thank you so much, sir. That's a good little story there. We appreciate it very much. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me on, and I'm slowly getting caught back up with all the shows. So,
well, thank you, sir.
Some more on the morning elliptical.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, buddy. Talk to you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Here, I found a picture.
You found a picture of what? Oh.
Of the note that was in that cache.
Oh, yeah. There you go. What does it say?
So it says, "Hey guys, congrats on finding my geopet," in quotes. "Here are some snacks. Don't eat them all so others can fuel up. Much love, geo hunters. Be safe. Leave your personal belongings. From Morgan and Alex."
Thanks, Morgan and Alex.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, look, there's our signature, too.
And there we are. FTF, 8 a.m. I don't know why we were awake so early on a weekend morning.
Super glue. That's what the squeeze packet was.
Oh, was this? Oh,
yeah. I can see it
Oh,
in there now.
I mean, look at this. Look at this array, chat, of food.
God.
Every animal within a 10-mile radius smells this.
I thought it was bad when I found a stick of chewing gum someone stuck in a micro, and I open up the micro, and of course, ants just pile out of the thing, and it's like.
All right, so it is forbidden to leave food in caches. It's not allowed, guys. Just out of curiosity. It is forbidden to leave sharp, poisonous, or in other ways dangerous items in caches, Chad.
So on the food subject, also don't leave anything could smell like a food that might be interesting.
Right. Oh yeah,
such as fishing lures, and there's all kinds of different things that have smells that aren't actually that we don't actually consume, that will make certain animals go after them,
right?
Or bugs infest the cache containers.
That goes for the containers too. If you reuse a peanut butter jar, no matter how many times you wash it, some animals are still going to be able to smell that peanut butter.
Right.
Butter. All right. Also, chat, explosives not allowed. Shockingly, I know. Fireworks, ammunition, lighters, knives.
Oh, I found lots of ammunition.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you're in Texas. Including
yeah.
pocket knives and multi-tools, drugs, condoms, alcohol, or any illicit material should not be placed in the cache.
So let me share my screen again. And let me show you another picture.
Okay, what else you got?
Not that one, this one.
I've never found fireworks in a cache, though. Oh, there you go. No, this is
This was just a few weeks ago. We talked about this
on last week's show.
Last week or the week before, right?
So maybe the week before.
This is what's the name of the cache? The one with the cactus
That's
attribute.
The cactus attribute.
Right, the one up in Wisconsin. I can't remember the name of the cache. I'm so sorry. I think
Well,
it's GC 684, maybe.
Everybody going out and finding it. Jesse's got to watch it, and so many people are hitting it now. This guy's got to be like, "What the hell's going on?" The cache is in the middle of nowhere, and everybody's hitting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I pulled this swag out of there though. So sorry, future finders. No more drugs and no more condom
in the cache. The Trojan looks okay though.
So Scott, does your wallet have a ring on it now?
It's not even expired. Look, October 1st, 2020.
It's good. It looks pretty covered. It looks pretty. I don't see any rips or holes. I wouldn't use it, but
no.
Who was the finder before that?
I'm not calling them out. I know who it was.
Dropping condoms in Yep, there you go. Big old Trojan. Nice.
Well, apparently they no longer had any need for it, so
right now, boom.
Get rid of it before it gets expired.
Yes, of course. So, Chad, do you know what the number one bad thing to put in a cache is? And this is me personally. This is my hatred. when I find this in a cache.
Oh, I know.
Jesse thinks she knows. Chad, any clue what the worst thing to put in a cache is?
I would go with food.
Jesse, what do you think it is? Let's see how well Jesse knows. Playing the newlywed game here. What is the worst thing that I hate in a cache?
Scott hates bubbles.
Thank you. All right.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Who the F put bubbles in a cache? It's not cute. It's not funny. It just gets everywhere.
Oh, it makes a mess.
Now I've found bubbles in the cache, and usually it's like the little pin like ones, that are very thin and they got a screw cap. Not the old plastic jar thing of bubbles that we used to get, but the more like a mini one. And I've taken the bubbles out of there. It was still good. So, and I blew bubbles when walking down the trail. But yeah, I can see if that stuff gets spilt in a cache container, that cache container, I mean, you pretty much have to wash the entire cache container out and nobody out there on a trail is going to do that.
I have never seen bubbles in a cache that was not all over the cache. Always, it opens up and it's everywhere and it's just gross.
Right,
it gets slimy.
Put like those soap things in there or something. Again, they get disgusting because water inevitably gets in there and it just gets absolutely gross. Absolutely gross. Obviously, all items should be family friendly if possible. McDonald's toys always make an excellent thing to be put into a cache. Nothing is sadder than an empty ammo can, like what we talked about before, especially children. Back in the day when my kids were cached, I used to carry swag in my bag and make sure that try and sneak it in there when they weren't looking to try and make sure it was full for them if it was empty. I hate empty ammo cans.
Putting like stuffed animals into a cache container. Mm-hmm. They are always going to get suck up moisture and stuff. Right. So,
but sometimes people put them in a good baggie, in a Ziploc baggie, and then they survive. Sometimes,
sometimes for a while. Yeah. So they'll either get stolen, or they'll get waterlogged and stinky and remain in the cache until some brave soul decides to throw the damn thing out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't mind. Like one of the old McDonald ones or something like that, the stuffed animal ones, if they are in a bag, I don't mind that at all. That doesn't bother me. So Chad, you say adult items. Have you found adult items, Chad, in a
besides condoms, I have found one vibrating item.
Get out! You have no.
Yes, I never found a porno, but I found a vibrator in one, and I was like, that's interesting. I'll leave that for the next finder.
Somebody wants to put tiny bubbles into our porch cache. Jesse, you popped Jesse, I think. I don't know if she read that or if she's talking on the phone, but like, that's a good one. Don't put tiny bubbles in my porch cache. I will get rid of it very, very quickly. So, the pokey things, Chad. What are pokey things?
So people throwing stars is a pokey thing.
It is. Have you found a throwing star?
I haven't found a throwing star, but I've also found things like pins, the stick pins and stuff. For some reason, thrown into containers. Like someone took a bunch of the pins that you use for pinning clothes for just before you sew. The stick pins.
Stick pins, yes.
Yeah, and a bunch of them tossed in the bottom of one. I've also seen glass material in there, and if that glass breaks, then things are going to get cut. Knives. I have found knives in there.
Wow.
So crappy condition knife, but still a knife.
Right.
It's like any pokey thing, anything that's going to potentially pierce the skin. No, don't put it in there.
All right. All right, let's take a phone call here. We have got Cody Dog on the phone. He called me. Hello, Cody.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going tonight?
Living the dream, kid. How you doing?
Sheltering in place.
Still? Really? What is it? Day 11 or 12? What day is it? I think it's day 11.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. What's
What
up?
day is it? It's Wednesday, right?
It is Wednesday. Yes, the show's on. It's Wednesday. What's up?
So my favorite swag actually happened to me in my cache in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Someone decided to put a peanut butter jelly sandwich in my ammo can. The best thing about it is that sandwich had been in there for a few days because a noob found it maybe a couple days later, and they're like, "There's a sandwich in here," and I totally disregarded it. I think they had less than 10 finds, and I was like, I don't know what that means.
It's a legit sandwich.
You didn't take it literally.
There was a legit peanut butter jelly sandwich. Like, how do you go like, oh yeah, I like that stuffed animal. Here's a sandwich. I'm glad I got it out. It was summer, and it could have gotten a lot worse, but somehow I was lucky.
That's funny. That's funny. So I have this thing in my notes, but I think it's before you. Were you with me when we were doing a series in Lake Forest? It might have not been you. It might have been pre Aaron, which is a long time ago, pre Cody. Where it was a park in Lake Forest, and it was a bunch of caches in a park, maybe like 12 caches in a park, and in each cache that we went to, there was a note saying, "Get the hell out of here. We don't want caches in this park." Were you a part of that? Was that before your time?
I've heard the story, but I don't think it was me.
Okay, so you've heard this. You've heard my story. Yes. Okay. So,
Absolutely.
So, Chad, every single cache had a note saying, "Get the F out." Okay, and then in like the third to last cache, Chad, they pooped in it.
Oh, disgusting.
They pooped in it. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of the one story of my other cache at the park, that someone pooped all over my cache.
Someone pooped all over your cache?
Out on the outside or inside?
They smeared it all over the playground.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, that's disgusting. And
I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Totally forgot until you just brought it up.
So you've had poop on your cache before, then? You have.
I have. And you wouldn't think that they would have found it, but yeah, they smeared it all over the nano, and I had to archive it.
And the best story I have of Cody is we're caching and we're in Highland Park, and I'm on the phone with my son. I'm on the phone with Toby, who's now 15, but back during the day he was. This was 9 years ago. So how old was Toby?
6.
Toby's 6 years old, and I'm caching with Aaron. And Aaron, do you know where I'm going with this?
I don't recall.
You'll recall in a second. And I'm on the phone with Toby because I'm checking in with Toby because I had just recently separated from my wife at the time, and so I'm calling Toby and we're talking, and he's telling me about his day. And I have Aaron in the background because Aaron's going to get the cache. I have Aaron in the background screaming, "The cache smells like farts! It smells like farts! Scott, the cache smells like farts!" This is what Aaron is screaming to my 6-year-old at the top of his lungs.
And what was my log? What did I log?
His log said, "This cache smells like farts." And for the record, when I went out, it did. It smelled like farts. It did. It totally did. The cache smelled like a fart. It did.
Oh, I totally forgot about that one.
Yes, to my 6-year-old son, who found it rather amusing that the adult was saying it smells like farts. Yeah, he found that very, very funny.
It did.
So, all right, well, thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you for calling in.
All right, everyone have a good night.
All right, talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, the cache smells like farts. The old days. Chad, non-food food. What's that? You said. What is non-food?
Oh, well, I already kind of hit that with the fishing lures and stuff that animals would confuse as being food, but it's not actual food. So just because it's not food that you would consume doesn't mean it's something that an animal or bugs might not be trying to get to.
Exactly. Yes. And trust me, they will get it. If they smell it,
Yeah.
they're going to go all over that cache. I promise you. So, and what about glass items, Chad? I've seen glass items in caches too.
I've seen glass items, caches made with glass items, which is a no-no, especially the peanut butter jar.
Yeah.
So the old-fashioned peanut butter. I don't even think they make peanut butter jars with glass anymore. But old-fashioned peanut butter jars and glass peanut containers and stuff, and people would wrap them up with the camo tape and put them out there, and it's like, well, it's like it's not going to be dropped and broken, so nobody's going to get hurt. And it's like, well, I guarantee you, if you actually step on the side of one of those accidentally, it's going to break.
Oh yeah, especially in the Chicago winter. Jesse, remember that one in Elgin, that glass jar?
Yes.
By the car wash. Remember
Yep,
that one?
I sure do.
Yeah, that one didn't last too long. Yeah, not the
But
Chicago winter.
I've also found glass items inside, like little trinkets, like blown glass trinkets and stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
And people aren't careful with the cache containers, and those items can wind up breaking, and then you got sharp, jagged edges on them.
Sure. Yeah, I don't recommend glass containers. At least maybe where you live. I mean, I live in Chicago, and I wouldn't recommend using a glass container in this kind of climate. Definitely not. But I don't know. Maybe in Texas or California, where you don't get the cool weather like we do here, maybe it'd be okay. I don't know.
No,
it seems like
not okay.
It seems like it's not the smart move. If you ask me. Jesse,
it's against the rules. Period.
Is that literally against the rules? Can
yes.
I think so.
Jesse, anything to add to this?
So no, the only thing really that I want to add is just the reminder to trade even or trade up. I know it's always tempting to take something cool, or if you have your kids with and they see something really cool, but like Scott said earlier, it's so disappointing. I'm not into the swag, but I still find it disappointing when I find a cache and I'm like, oh, there's nothing in it, or it's just like,
especially,
yeah, exactly. So, try not to take something without leaving something. And no, rocks and the pine cones that you find on the ground nearby don't count.
We find that so often. We find that stuff in the cache. Yeah.
One of the actually, I'm going to say the best swagged up cache I ever found was in Georgia, south of the Georgia Star. Can't remember. I'll pull up the cache GC code here in a minute, but I found a USB-C cord in there. It was like a bunch of other stuff, and it was like, ooh, I need to actually go back to my bag and find something worthy to trade this for, because I wanted the USB-C cord.
Yeah, dude. I've told this story on this podcast before. My FTF prize once was a digital camera.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like 2009. I mean, it was 2009 digital camera, but it was a digital camera in the box, unopened.
Wow.
How's that for an FTF prize? Yeah. So sometimes Jesse, we find Jesse finds money all the time.
Yeah.
Jesse has a stash. Jesse has a stash.
Yeah. You know what else is not good to find in a cache, and I do find these quite often, is batteries.
Batteries.
That's a big no-no.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna say that rechargeable batteries are acceptable, but
because they don't explode.
They don't explode. They don't, over time deteriorate and turn into a big mess. So I'm okay with people putting rechargeable batteries in there, because that's actually good, expensive swag.
Okay, fair enough.
But not regular ones.
But not regular ones. No.
So just be smart about it. Chad, anything else to add, or Jesse? Anything else? It is almost 9:30.
Nope.
No. Chad, anything else?
Nothing else.
All right, guys. Thank you for all the callers. We appreciate it very much. Everybody in the chat room, thank you so much for letting us know what you found. Chad, next week, Chad. next week, April Cash Your Coffee. We're going to start with
Awesome.
the Cash Your Coffee. Yeah, we haven't had one in a while. It's a good time. So everybody give us a call. Anything you want to talk about next week. It's going to be a Cash Your Coffee show. If you are a patron of this show, stay near your computer because once the show ends, I'm going to send you guys out a link via patreon.com to click, and you could keep the phone lines open, and you will be able to call in if you want to call in. We're going to talk about this email we received. So it was ammo can full of batteries, and one was fake battery containing. Oh, that's just cruel. One was a fake battery containing the logbook. That's not nice at all. So we will have a patron-only show talking about this email that we got. So everybody, thank you so much, Chad. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for all the callers and everybody in the chat room. Next week, April Cash Your Coffee, guys. Obviously this Saturday night, the Antisocial Saturday Night Antisocial Club this Saturday night with my friend Steve, the showrunner of the show NCIS. So hey, if you're not doing anything Saturday night, come on, give it a listen. It's gonna be fun. So we will talk to you guys next week. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Jesse. Let's close this show here. Hold on, where is it? Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on your website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatchers. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe or get notified buttons to know when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you will get a ton of additional information, extra videos, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/The Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cachly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, and PathTags.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make that purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week. We'll see you guys next week. Talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, mentally hug your loved ones, and we will talk to you guys next week.
So if people are interested, that cache name was Dead Man's Curve, and the GC code is 34PKE.
Okay. Guys, if you are a patron of the show, the link should be coming within 5 minutes of this show going off the air. I just have to go get in there and link it and everything else. So, guys, appreciate it, everybody. Thanks in the chat room. You guys were awesome tonight. Chad, thank you. Jesse, thank you. And if you're not a patron, we'll talk to you guys Saturday night. Join us Saturday night. It's going to be a fun little conversation. If you're a patron, you want to join us for this email, it's going to be fun. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, everybody.